Hey, what's going on, everybody? Obi186 back again with another video. We're going to be reviewing Microsoft's 2017 E3 conference. It was out yesterday. I'm doing this around 6 o'clock in the evening. I got home. Relatively late. I got some gaming in. And I've been up for like 40 minutes, so I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible, because before I get some more gaming in, and then the Sony press conference is going to be starting around 9 o'clock, so let's get this going. Obviously, the main thing about this conference was this Project Scorpio, which is now known as the Xbox One X. Is going to be retailing at $500, which I know a lot of people made a big deal about it because of it was the original. That's the same price that the original Xbox was at, and that price I think definitely hurt that console. But with this one, for what they're supposedly offering you, I think the price is fair. The price to me is fair. There was a lot of hysteria because Jeff Keighley actually said that he actually called it that it was $500. He said that he pretty much reported it that it was $500, and a lot of people got upset with him about it. And so this console's at $500. Me personally, based on what they're offering, it seems to be justified, because you have to remember, with the original Xbox, the price itself wasn't horrible. I think it was a bit high, but you also have to remember at the time that they priced it, we didn't know nothing about the PS4 at that point, the PS4 price at that point, it really it was hard to kind of see where that $500 price tag would have taken Microsoft, taken the OG Xbox if Sony had priced the PS4 at the same price, but they didn't. They priced it cheaper, and that plus the fact that that the PS4 is a stronger machine, kind of led to the disdain. So I don't think it's the same thing. I think I don't think it's the same. I don't think it'll have the same effect. I don't know if it'll sell or not, because you can never predict these things, but I think for $500, I think the price is justified. The game that they showed a little bit of Crackdown 3. They showed a little bit of Sea of Thieves. You have Minecraft there. That's gonna be cross-platform with the Switch. Cross-platform with the Switch. What else did they show? Oh, they showed DBZ Fighter, which is, I'm gonna make a separate video about that. They showed off a lot of indies. Some really cool looking indies, and and I think the vast majority of the ones that they showed are going to be quote console launch exclusive, which is pretty much their version of timed exclusive. So we don't know how any of these at least I don't know how many of these consoles how long they're going to be timed exclusives for. They did get the Playgrounds game that kind of like I forgot the name of it. I forgot the full name of it. The full name of it. I think it's called Playgrounds Underground or something like that, or something. I don't know. But it's a very popular game on PC, and that game will come out first on the Xbox One. So that's a pretty big get for them. What else did they show? Obviously they showed off indie. They showed off a lot of third-party support or whatever. They showed off the Assassin's Creed game, which looks good, but I've never been into Assassin's Creed, so that does nothing for me. I'd probably say the thing that got the biggest reaction at the conference was the backwards compatibility with the OG Xbox games, and to me, I know probably some of you guys know that I'm not the biggest supporter of backwards compatibility. I don't have a problem with it, but I didn't buy new consoles to play old game ultimately. But this is a cool announcement because unlike the 360 games, the Xbox One games are more rare. You get what I'm saying? Like those games are actually, there are definitely some games from the OG Xbox that I actually would like to play again, because obviously OG Xbox, back in its day, was easily the most powerful console out there, just like the Xbox One X is supposedly going to be now. So there were definitely games that, while I probably played them first on PS2, they definitely did run and play better on the Xbox. So I'm not gonna make this. It was a good announcement. It's not like some type of megaton. It's not a mic drop moment, at least in my opinion. But I mean, it's a cool announcement, and I think this one I cherish more the older games than the 360 game. Because I mean, look, if I wanted to play 360 games, like I said in one of my live streams, I can buy a console for that, and easily. I can't. It's very hard to find an OG Xbox nowadays. So there you go. There you have that. Because most of the games on my PS4 that I bought that were quote not backwards compatible, but older school or older games on system that I don't have anymore. Or either games or system I never had, or systems I never had, like some of the Neo Geo games that I downloaded, those Neo Geo fighting games that I downloaded. So I mean, you have that. Alright, and the show ended. I know I'm missing some other stuff, but I mean the show ended with Anthem. I don't know if that game's gonna be for me. Definitely look great. I mean, definitely look great. So props to BioWare for that. But overall, if I had to give the conference a score, I would probably give it a C. Now, they showed a lot of games. They showed a lot of cool indies. They showed a lot of cool games in general. And they should be commended for that. It was a pretty easy conference to watch. I'll probably say it's. Is it better than they? No, actually, I thought last year's show was a little bit better, because I felt like some of their announcements was more impactful. But overall, I thought it was a good conference. I think the issue that I had with the conference, and I think a lot of people had with the conference, is one, they didn't show any new AAA IPs, and in the year when you don't have a mainline Halo game and you don't have a Gears game. Oh shit! Hold on. I can't believe I fucking forgot this. They showed off Forza 7, which looks amazing. I actually would like to see how it looks, and I watched some gameplay of it. I watched some gameplay of it on YouTube, and it was raining, and the thing with racing that I noticed with racing games is that the game, more often than not, the game will look better if it's raining. You know what I mean? Like, Drive Club is the perfect example of this. Drive Club is a beautiful game, obviously. But when they added that weather patch, that game is legit. And I don't know if Forza reaches those graphical levels. I want to see more. I'm definitely buying the day one. But I don't know if it reaches that graphical level. But it definitely looked good. If I like I said, I want to see it in daytime. They like to see if it compares to GT Sport, but it looked great, and definitely buying that day one. So there you go. But back to my point with the Xbox One conference. I thought it was a good conference. Showed a lot of games, and if you own an Xbox One, if you either game primarily on the Xbox One, or if you only game on the Xbox One, you got a really good conference. You got a lot of great games that you're looking forward to. But I think for everyone else, I think it was missing that big AAA game. And like I said, with no Halo this year, with no mainline Halo game, and no Gears game, I think a lot of people wanted Microsoft to kind of lash themselves to a brand new IP and push that IP as their own. And you didn't get that in this conference, at least in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, they showed off Anthem, but they showed more of the third party stuff than they did with their own first party. And I thought that Crackdown 3 was gonna be that, but we really didn't get much from that. We really didn't get much from that compared to the other games at the stage. And you know, I think a lot, and I think what the problem with the conference ultimately is that the conference did not settle people's worries about the brand. And let me say that I'm not one of these people who think that it's all doom and gloom for the Xbox brand. I don't think that. If it did, I would not have bought my Xbox One. You know what I mean? Like, I'm confident that the brand is still strong. I am confident that they will invest in gaming, invest heavily in gaming. I do believe that. But you have a lot of people who are worried that they have kind of like forgotten about creating first party IPs, right? They're latching on to, you know, third parties and stuff like that. People are afraid. People are afraid that they're kind of leaving the you know, there's some people who believe that they're leaving the console market. I don't know if I buy that, but yeah, a lot of people are worried, man, that they're not investing into first party like they should. And when you see, obviously, when you look at Nintendo, you know, that's really all they have is first party. But you know, more importantly, you look at what PlayStation's done, right? You look at what the history of PlayStation is, that they know, even if they hate Sony to their blue in the face, if they don't like their online infrastructure, if they don't like their cockiness, if they don't like any of these things that they perceive to why they hate PlayStation, the one thing that none of them can deny, it doesn't fucking matter who they are. Some of these Xbox dudes, they know that when it comes to first party IPs, that Sony has no problem putting their name on a new IP. They have no problem with that. And this conference, to me, highlights Microsoft's biggest, at least Xbox fans' biggest, some of them, their biggest issue, and some other, and gamers in general, their biggest issue with the Xbox brand is that they did not they didn't latch themselves onto an exclusive AAA IP, right? They showed off a lot of cool indies, true, you know what I mean, but they didn't latch themselves onto, and they didn't try their hardest to bring a game that can be on the same level as Halo or Gears or Forza, for that matter. You know what I mean? You know, and they didn't do it with Crackdown. That was disappointing. But you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is at this point in time. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you own an Xbox One, it was a great conference for you. You got a lot of games that you're looking forward to playing. But for everyone else, I think Microsoft did not do a good enough job of selling you on the Xbox One X. And I don't think they did a very good job of selling you on their future as far as their exclusives go. And at the end of the day, regardless of what people want to downplay exclusives all they want, at the end of the day, it is important. Exclusive games are important. And frankly, it doesn't matter if it's first party or third party or second party. If you got exclusives, that's a big win for your platform of choice. At the end of the day, that's why I picked the consoles that I picked, because I want to play their exclusives. I can go back and forth on multiplats all day, but what sells you on their product is your exclusive lineup. And you know, at the end of the day, I know some people like the Xbox exclusives a lot. You know, I like, you know, the ones that I have so far. I've pretty much all been great games, except for Killer Instinct, which I don't like, and Recore, which is a good game, but to me it's just not good enough to override, you know, some of the other games I've been playing. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the conference. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Share if you want. You know, I'll be home for the PlayStation conference, so I'm gonna watch that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do a video afterwards. I'll probably wait till tomorrow. Kind of, you know, sleep on it, see what I think. And with this movie 186, I am out. Peace.